Hey everybody, welcome to Big Valley Living. I'm Michelle. A couple weeks ago, three of my friends and I were talking about, oh my gosh, what are you going to be doing with all the zucchini that's coming up these days? So we decided to drop a video on August 1st, and the three friends I'm talking about are LeAnne at MennoniteFarmhouse, and Renee at Pike Creek Farm, and Angela, the Inquisitive Farm Wife. So we've all agreed to drop a video today, and the recipe that I wanted to make didn't come to fruition. We just have had a lot going on in the valley this week. So I'm bringing back a video that's over 2 years old, and after watching it, to me, it's hilarious because we were still really new on our channel, and I don't know, there was something very stiff about it. So I kind of hope that you watch it and get a kick out of this. Definitely be sure to go and watch Mennonite Farmhouse and Pike Creek Farm and the Inquisitive Farm Wife today. And I believe Lazy Days Ahead is also dropping one. I'm not quite sure. So go take a look and watch for the logo up there. I'm going to put it up on my video as well. And thanks, LeAnne, for creating that logo in a pinch. We're having fun with this, and we hope that you do too. Have a super day, and don't forget to go check out the other channels. It's going to be fun. Hey everybody, welcome to Big Valley Living. Our squash bed is in full force, and it's the time of year where you can come out here one day and see a blossom and come out the next afternoon, or God forbid skip a day and come up with a monster. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go stuff this baby, and I'm gonna use some leftovers. So we'll meet you in the kitchen. We're gonna use up some leftover ground beef that we had used for a previous meal. Every time I make tacos or any kind of chili, I spice the meat the exact same way. So this is going to be a keto-friendly stuffed zucchini taco style. We're starting out with just over 2 cups of ground beef. This came out of the freezer and I thawed it in the fridge, so it's still got a little bit of the oil on it. So leftovers are good. If you want to see this meat being prepared fresh, we'll put a link to our green bean chili, also known as Jacob's green bean soup, at the end of this. So to this, I'm going to add approximately just over about a cup of prepared mild red enchilada sauce. You can use whatever you want. This is just what I like to use, okay? And a small can of diced green chilies. And we use Ortega brand, and I drain them. So I'm going to add that to this mixture as well. I'm going to put this on the stove, stir it together, and I'm going to have my heat at about 6.5 to 7 on my electric stove. What you need to do is get yourself a cookie sheet and put a silicone mat in there. If you don't have a silicone mat, you can use parchment paper to line the cookie sheet. But what we're going to be doing here, we're going to make a little bonus. If we have any cheese left after we stuff our zucchini, we are going to make little cheese crackers, if you will. Really tasty. So I have my meat warming on the stove, my meat mixture, and I've lined my pan. So I'm actually going to just cut the ends off a little bit. I didn't need to cut that much of that end off, but I did. And we're going to slice this zucchini lengthwise, as close to in half as you can. At this point, while your meat is starting to simmer with the sauces or with the sauce, go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we've sliced this zucchini, and if you don't have a large zucchini, then you can just go ahead and use smaller ones, okay? So this is a melon baller. This is the very best and most efficient way to do this, and you can get a little bit closer to the edges. I'm going to take it to about like a 1/4 inch thickness on the walls of the zucchini. Make sure that you leave a well so that the mixture doesn't creep out while it's in the oven, okay? You want it thick enough to hold everything, but you want it thin enough to cook through in the oven, because we're going to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes. I had it covered and it started simmering. So now what we want to do is cook off some of the liquid. And you know, tomato products and chili powder tend to stain things. So if you have a splatter guard, by all means use it. This is what your meat should look like when you're getting ready to assemble the taco zucchini boats, okay? You don't want a lot of extra liquid because you don't want it to bubble over in the zucchini boat. Here we are. We're getting ready to assemble these. So now I'm gonna take my cheese and I'm actually gonna just sprinkle a little bit in the bottom on the liner. Just put a little bit in there so that it lines that. Now I'm gonna use a slotted spoon to scoop my meat mixture in, because if there is any excess liquid, it's not gonna make it into the zucchini boat. All right, so we had a little bit of meat mixture left over, and I'm sure we can figure out something tomorrow, like maybe JJ will have nachos or he can put it on his quesadillas for lunch or something. It won't go to waste. So we put cheese below the meat, and now we're gonna put some on top, right here. And we're gonna pop it in the oven for approximately 20 minutes, okay? It's just gonna bake through. Now here, my friends, is a lovely bonus. I'm gonna take this cheese and I'm gonna make like a little tiny cheese ball, and I'm gonna lay it down right there. And I'm gonna do that a few more times. And when this is done, we're gonna have little like cheese crackers. And oh my goodness, they are yummy. I had one this morning. I actually let the dogs have a little bite and they approved as well. Leo's getting hungry. He's starting to eat because he can smell all this Numbers food. Okay, so that's it. Now we're gonna pop it in the oven for approximately 20 minutes, like I said, until it's cooked through and the cheese is nice and melty, and we'll see you in a minute. Well, we have taken them out of the oven, and the cheese crisps, it looks like I put the cheese together a little too closely. Last time I made this, I only put 2 bundles of cheese on each side. So anyway, this is what it looks like, but that's okay, because you know what? Watch this, bam. All we gotta do is snap them apart into crackers. So, we're gonna let these cool down for a few minutes, and then we're gonna have dinner. That is our zucchini taco boats, and it is probably going to be consumed once or twice a month while we have all of this squash growing.
I will tell you, it is very, very good. I'm not going to be on camera saying, oh, yummy, oh, that's good, because it is, but
we wouldn't eat it if it wasn't good. We try all the recipes before we share them.
So if you like, you know, our videos and want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button, the like. Actually, more likes the better, and share it with your friends.
Thanks, everybody. Be kind, and thanks for visiting Big Valley Living.
See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.